welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Charisma. If you are a new subscriber, thank you so much for joining my family. And to my old subscribers, welcome back. So we are doing the number 2 tried it but did I buy it segment. You guys, I really got a great response from the first one I did, so I decided to make this a regular series. Yay! So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So the first tried it did I buy it was the Norvina palette, and usually with ABH palettes I just go ahead and purchase them right off the website when they launch. But with Norvina, I wanted to wait until it was in stores. Now, I knew I wanted it because number one, purple is my favorite color due to my love for the purple one, Prince. Rest in peace. Love him so much. But I knew off bat I wanted to get it because when she was doing promos for it, all I could see was purple. And I was just like, oh my God. So when I finally got to see the palette, when she posted it and everything, it was beautiful, but I was a little disappointed because I'm like, dang, there's not really any really dark purple mattes. So I was just like, oh, shoot, man. Like, what am I going to do? I said, well, I guess I'll just wait. So I went ahead and waited. I went to Ulta when it launched. I swatched it. I was pretty much okay with it, so I just decided to purchase it. And I was this close to sending Norvina back to Ulta because most of my subscribers know I have no problem with returning anything that I don't like. That's just what it is. I'm not keeping anything that I don't like. So I decided, you know what? Let me give it another go. Let me just take my time and, you know, create a look and see if it works for me. And that's what I did today. So Norvina was saved. So obviously I tried it and I tried it, I bought it, and Norvina is here to stay. I'm going to do a real quick, I mean really quick, little run through with this palette because I did not post a review video on Norvina because there's literally millions of them on YouTube, and you really don't need my input as a whole video. So basically she was $42. This is already in Ulta and Sephora. You can go pick her up. Standard velvet cover like she does with the rest of her palettes. The color scheme basically, of course, is purples, which is very true to who Norvina is. If you follow Norvina, and yes, she's the daughter of Anastasia Beverly Hills. If you follow Norvina, it's like looking at a unicorn every day. Beautiful, big, pretty eyes. All she wears is lilacs and purples and mauves and periwinkles. So this palette is very true to who, oh, I'm dropping things. This palette is very true to who Norvina is. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, the standouts are every shimmer on this palette. Now, this is the first palette they've had where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shimmers and then 7 mattes. Every shimmer on here, the business. The standouts for me are Celestial and Drama, which is what I'm wearing today. And I'm wearing Soul on top and bottom as my lower, under the lower lash line, if you guys can see that. It's absolutely just, oh my God, gorgeous. Soul is okay. It shows up pretty well on me, but you really have to kind of blend. And then with Drama, there is major fallout because, of course, these are soft shadows, mostly like her Soft Glam palette, the Modern Renaissance. This is not the same formula as Subculture, so you don't have to worry about that. I love pretty much all the colors. Base, I pretty much just used that for a base today. And you can, this is a transition color right here, which is absolutely gorgeous. I have Dazzling in my inner corner highlight, and it's just an absolute beautiful palette. Rose Gold is another gorgeous one too that I used for the first look that I did with the Norvina palette. So yeah, she's a keeper. She's a keeper. She's absolutely gorgeous, and I would recommend this to my subscribers. The next thing I tried was the Milk Makeup's Flex Concealer. Now, this had been out for a while, but when I went ahead and picked up a sample of it, they hadn't released the new shades yet. So, of course, the shade I purchased, well, not purchased, but I sampled, didn't match me, and I got this in the color tan, the sample tan. Now, you guys all know I'm the queen of samples at Sephora, and I sample everything before I purchase it, and that's what allows me to do try it or buy it, because I don't buy anything without sampling it first. My coins are, you know, scarce up in these streets, and I have children, so I got to take care of child. So I just don't run out and impulse buy. Used to, but I stopped that shit years ago. So I went ahead and got the color tan, which obviously is not tan at all. Here's the little sample that I got. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of swatch a little bit for you guys. Now obviously, for concealer, that's too dark for me, obviously. But I did wear it and I kind of mixed it with other things. And the consistency is great. As far as coverage is concerned, absolutely was blown away. Now, they did release new shades and I obviously want to go and pick more up. But this wore pretty much all day long. It didn't crease, it didn't move. I think it also depends on what setting powder you're wearing. I wear Laura Mercier and I also wear Beauty Bakery's Yellow Flower, as well as Sasha Buttercup. So it just depends on what setting powder you're wearing. But with the setting powder I was wearing, this did not budge at all. And like I said, even though this didn't match me, once this was blended in, and I blended it in with like a ColourPop concealer or whatever, it looked pretty decent. So did I, I tried it, but did I buy it? So no, I didn't buy it, but I'm going to purchase it now because they released new shades. This is retailing for, let me look on my notes. It retails for $28. There's not a mini with this. There's not a mini one you can pick up from Sephora. It's $28. It's 0.2 ounces of product, which I was kind of leery about because for me, that's not enough product for $28. But the quality is really, really good. So I have no issues with this at all. It's full coverage. It's long wearing. It concealed my dark circles. It's also cruelty free, which I love. So I think for the price, I think they could lower the price a bit because the packaging is so small, but the quality is really good. So I am going to buy it as soon as I get some time. So this was definitely a good thing. I tried it and I am going to buy it. Next on my list, I sampled Too Faced Hangover Primer. I've been wanting to sample this for the longest time. This retails for $34 in the full size and $16 for the mini size. You can get the mini at Sephora. It's a hydrating primer. It gives you a dewy look, a dewy, healthy looking finish. It smells absolutely amazing. It felt like lotion, like a moisturizer when I put it on. So I'm going to show you guys the consistency of the primer as well. Here's my little sample that I picked up. And this stuff smells so good. Oh my God, it smells like coconut. So the consistency is just like lotion, like a Jergens lotion or whatever. And you just rub it into the skin. It's not thick at all. And it goes on really, really light. I did like that about the primer. So it went on really light. You can already see it's like blurring my little veins in my hands. But I am a matte girl. Okay, I get super oily in my T-zone, and within 4 hours of wearing this, foundations were oxidizing, concealers were shifting. It was just a really big mess because it's made to give you a dewy look. So for all of you who have really dry skin, I definitely would recommend this. This is awesome for anyone who has dry skin, even combination skin. But for us oily girls, I don't know how this will work. If you are an oily girl, and you do own this, leave me a comment down below and let me know how it worked for you. Maybe it just wasn't my thing, but most of the primers I use, they're pretty heavy and they go on matte. I did try it, I didn't buy it only because of that it's, it's pretty much, if you want the dewy look, the refreshed look, that's not the look I was going for within a primer. But everything else was great. The smell was great, the consistency was great, the price is great. So I didn't really have an issue with this at all. So yeah, feel free to go pick it up or do what I did and just go ahead and get a free sample from Sephora. And remember, all samples at Sephora are free. So you can go ahead and get you a free sample before you buy anything. Take it home, try it for yourself. So this was definitely a really good primer, but it just wasn't for my skin type. Tried the new, well, it's not new, but it's the Milano Collection wig grip. I have been seeing this all over YouTube, being that I am also a wig blogger and I, you know, do videos and reviews on a lot of wigs. I wanted to get this because I hate when my wigs shift and start going up and you can like see the hair and all the scalp and all that good stuff. So I go, okay, let me go ahead and pick this up. Now, this retails on Amazon for $19.62. I do have Prime, so it did come in 2 days. And I'm so sorry, I was not happy with this thing at all. I put the thing on my head. Usually in the videos that the girls do with this wig grip thing, they put the wig on their head and like the wig literally doesn't move. Like they can pull the wig doesn't go anywhere. Well, for me, when I put it on there, my wig was moving, and I mean everything that could have went wrong with that wig grip did. Now, I bought the expensive one. There's other ones that are cheaper than this one, okay? I bought the expensive one thinking I was doing something, and it just did not work for me at all. I was so disappointed because I'm like, dang, I really wanted this to work. But I also noticed when I had it on, you know, it made my head kind of hot. You can see it through the part. Even though I got the tan color, you still could see it like throughout the part. I just wasn't happy with it at all. So I tried it. I didn't buy it. I sent it on back to Amazon, girl. It wasn't working for me. If you do own any wig grip, please leave comments down below as to what brand you own and how it works for you. And maybe I'll go ahead and try it again with a different brand this time. But as for right now, it's a no-go. Okay, babies, that was pretty much it for my tried it but did I buy it segment. If you guys have any suggestions for the next segment, leave them down below. And as always, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up if you approved of my content today. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe right now. And don't forget to click that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Also, don't forget to share my video on all social media. The more you share, the better I become. So go ahead and share my video everywhere. And until next time, you guys, I'll see y'all. Bye.